breaking news here at the Blonde Highlights podcast.
So exciting.
Okay, so I can't remember, do you watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
Yeah, I don't watch Beverly Hills. I watch Salt Lake City and New York.
Okay, well, Beverly Hills just started back, and it is so freaking iconic this season. I was like, I've been so out of the loop with Real Housewives, like I haven't been like watching it. But this season of Beverly Hills just started, and the opening episode that has Dorit, and this clip of her is going so viral on the internet. But like, she's getting divorced from her husband, and it had like got released that day, and then they have this video of her and she's like flying down the canyon. Like, do you remember the canyon that we went to go to the pharmacy that one day? It was that canyon. She's flying down the hill in a Range Rover, lighting up a cigarette, and like the paparazzi are chasing her, and like everyone's making all these memes with like Lana Del Rey songs like on it, and it is like the most iconic clip, like Dorit's best clip of her entire franchise.
Oh my God, I need to see this. This sounds iconic. Like as soon as you said flying down the canyon, I don't know why. I naturally pictured a Range Rover.
Oh yeah, definitely it was a Range Rover, and she's just like flying down. Like you can tell she's going fast, and it's like not even a normal cigarette. It's like a 100.
She's here for it. She's like, give me all the freaking nicotine I can get right now.
Yes. And I think what is weird about it is I think in general, like on all the Real Housewives, like they never show anyone smoking or anything like that. And with her, it's interesting because like they would show like when they were like drunk or something, and you'd maybe see it in the background, like off to the corner, she's trying to hide or something. But this was just like camera right on her, like shooting it.
No fucks to give right now. Like, here I am, you're chasing me, I'm in my car. She's on a mission. The woman was on a mission.
She was on a mission. And I think everyone's resonating with it because she's just fucking done. She was just fucking done with everything. And she's like, light this up and let's go.
Honestly, like, as someone who used to be a smoker, there is no better feeling than like just getting in your car, lighting up a cigarette, and just like taking off. Like not talking to anybody, not looking back. Just you and like your puffs of smoke. It's so refreshing.
Yes. And here at the Blonde Highlights podcast, we don't condone smoking.
Absolutely
We're not advertising for it. But this moment, it was just fucking iconic.
I need to see it. Like as soon as we're done recording, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I can't believe you haven't seen it.
I know. Well, I kind of have had a very, very busy week. Like I have not really been on my phone. It's just been one of those weeks where I was away shooting and then I came back, and poor Charlie, you might hear him snoring in the background. He has a herniated disc in his neck.
Oh my God.
So it has just been a traumatic week. Like I honestly thought Charlie was dying and like had a full on panic attack at the emergency vet. Like he was just so out of character. And like, I came home one day and he was just like hunched over and like started screaming, and I knew something was wrong. I thought he was having a stroke, and like, it was just so traumatic. The car right there, he's like trying to get on my lap. He's trying to go over my steering wheel. My horn's honking. It was just a huge thing. But thankfully it's something that we can hopefully just like help heal with medication. It has been a week. Like I literally got back from work and like gone 3 days, and it's just been like one thing after another. It's just crazy this week.
Oh my God. I can't believe how your vet bills have to be insane.
You know what? Honestly, my vet was like, because this was an emergency situation. So I was like, shit, this is going to cost thousands.
Yeah.
And she's like, look, she's like, you need to get help because we don't have pet insurance. She's like, you need to get pet insurance right now. She's like, because right now it's treated as like its own separate injury. But if it happens again and it gets worse, the insurance will cover it if you need surgery, which is like $10,000. But this trip was only like $400, thankfully.
Thank
like,
God.
Yeah. But I also too, I did one of those things where like I went in and they were like, do we have to ask any permission? I was like, just do whatever you can. And I was like signing away the papers. I was having such a panic attack. They're having me fill out a paper, and they had to like sit me down with like a cup of water. And all my writing was just like squiggly. Like I couldn't even breathe. So when Michael came in, he had to like take over the paperwork. Like I thought he was dying. I was like, I can't do this.
You know, that's exactly how it was when, we're just bringing the energy down dark now.
Yeah, we're bringing it down. Way to start on a high.
Yes, I'm on a high right now. No, so when I took Sheila in when she had unfortunately passed, we were getting ready to film the podcast, and I was on the phone with you, and I was just like a wreck, and you're like, just go to the vet now, and that's how I got there. And they're like, you need to sign like they're not resuscitate and all that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
And
and
I'm
they
just
like ask you this. It's like it's almost like Ursula in The Little Mermaid. You know, it's like sign it. You know what I mean? Like in your most vulnerable moment, they're handing you over like this contract where it's like, we're gonna take all your money. Like, is it okay? And because you're so vulnerable, you're like, yes, like take it all.
yes, and they charge you to resuscitate of a lot too.
It's crazy,
I
but
know.
thankfully it's not like that. But that's why I'm like, I'm in my cozy wear today because I'm just like around the house. I'm just hanging out, doing whatever, watching the dogs, the kids. It's just a nice, cozy day, I guess.
Yeah, it does look like a nice, cozy outfit. And your hair and makeup looks really pretty today.
Well, you know what? I had to whip something on. I had to do something with this face because I was like, I can't go in like fully raw dogging it because I look sick. Like I look a little bit ill because I'm so overtired. But Lady Brian sent this to me. I was like, thanks, guys. Like a new cozy outfit.
Nice. We need
Yeah.
we need matching ones for the podcast.
Right? Like, come on.
Meanwhile, I'm in like a black denim vest and like cheetah print bell bottom pants.
I love it though. I love it. She's in her cheetah era.
Yeah. I was like, I just gotta give like Rockstar a little bit, a little bit.
We have to serve Rockstar. Did you see the Dolce & Gabbana and Skims collaboration?
I did. And obviously like you'd probably think that this was inspired by that, but you know that I love some leopard.
We know that you've been raw dogging leopard for a while now.
Yes. No, that collection is very cute. Like very cute. I didn't even check out to see the prices, and I'm sure it's sold out already and all of that.
It's beautiful. Like I was actually kind of surprised with some of the things because she went really kind of off her typical style. Like she had like a lot of the traditional t-shirts and things like that, but she had this one dress in there with like a corset thing, and I was like, damn, like it was beautiful.
I did see that. That was really cute.
Right? You know what I saw in the small town right beside the town that I'm in right now, like even smaller than where I am. You're not gonna believe this. Guess what's made its way here?
I don't know. I should be guessing, but I don't know.
Cybertrucks.
They made their way.
Cybertrucks we saw. But here's the thing though, is that like where we are, they just don't belong. Like when you see them cruising down LA, it's like, okay, this kind of makes sense. But when you see it like in like a rural area where it's just like farmland and stuff, it's kind of like, what the hell are you doing right now? Why is this? It looks so out of place.
And who is it? Is it a carrot farmer?
All the carrot farmers now. But you know what? This one was already rusted. And actually, we saw another one, and Aiden like locked it in the car. He was like, "Oh my god, it's Cybertruck!" So I'm like driving. I'm like, dude, like.
Yeah. Well, that's like when I was home in my like tiny little town in Ohio. I have a little brother that's like 4 years old, and he was like telling me about he saw a Cybertruck, and I was like, no, he did not see a Cybertruck. And my mom was like, no, we saw a Cybertruck downtown. And I'm like,
they're expanding. The Cybertrucks they're leaving LA and they're expanding. But it's funny though, because they look so out of place in these small towns.
exactly. And I'm thinking this Cybertruck costs more money than like most of the houses there.
Combined.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It doesn't quite make sense. This week, okay, so I have been slowly working on the garden, just doing little bits at a time. And it like, the weeds are overgrown because she was going through it, and I've been really busy lately. So the garden has taken a back seat. But I was there yesterday trying to pull weeds. And of course, I went and I watered forever with the hose, and it freaking rained right as I was leaving. And I was like, oh, great, I just wasted my time. But I was down there trying to pull these weeds and in like the pathway area, and the ground's a little like not as soft because there's not like, it hasn't been tilled up or anything like that or added compost. There's just like heavy mulch on it, and the weeds grew through the mulch. And so I'm down there trying to pull the weeds, and I'm digging out, and I swear to God, like there is like a network, a weave of roots all the way through the ground. Like, and they're so hard. And I was digging down there and trying to pull them out. And it was like a very intricate, like, root system that was like completely combined, like a web under the ground. And it is so hard to get out. It was like a nightmare. I only got a little square done. It was like, they're like octopus weeds. Octopus weeds.
Oh my God.
Like these are the aliens. These are the aliens from the ocean.
Aliens.
Yes. These weeds are from outer space and they're a nightmare.
Oh my God. So how did you get them out?
I did what I could, but the root system, I'm trying my hardest to get the root system out, but I just like couldn't fully, but I'm trying my hardest and like chopping them up and trying to pull it out. And it's just like a nightmare. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to do like a little squares of it every couple days or something, just slowly get it out of there. But I think I almost got through the worst part of it.
This is a project.
Oh,
this is like the biggest home project right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's just like, I mean, I have time right now. I mean, with the garden, like not, I should be growing, like I should be planting garlic and onions and kale and stuff like that. Oh, and some carrots, but I just like don't have the time right now. So I'm just like slowly getting little things done, and I'll probably get some tulips or like some stuff like that. Like, and I got to put it in the freezer here in California before I plant them.
Wait, what do you mean you have to put them in the freezer?
So like bulbs, like for like tulips and like those spring flowers like that, yeah, they need the chill time like you would in the winter. But here in Southern California, it doesn't get cold enough. So I have to put them in the freezer or the refrigerator for like 6 weeks before I can put them in the ground.
When you do it, can you do zucchini?
Yes, but I do zucchini. I plant that in the spring.
Okay.
And I get like...
See, I don't even know what, like, I'm so out of touch with this. Like, remember when I was trying to do like a little planter in the front yard and you're like, you can't plant this with that because this, like, the weeds in this are going to outkill these ones. And like, I put like 3 plants together in this one planter and you're like, Kris, this is not going to work. And sure enough, they died like a week later and they're still in the planter.
I know. But I let my garden go too. My garden turned into a hot mess. Like I was posting.
But I liked it though. It still looked pretty. It did look pretty.
Yeah, but it got more messy than from when you were here. Because like during the summer though, it was like I was posting videos on Instagram and TikTok and it was so aesthetic and like looked so good. And like I was getting so many vegetables and then I just like let it go.
You just like let go. You're like, fuck it. Well, you know what though? The lady there is so rude to you.
I know. There's so
Has
much.
there been garden drama?
So there's always garden drama. There's always garden drama. But I did have communication with the person that sometimes is a lot of drama. And she was very sweet to me. Very sweet. So
she knew you were coming for her.
Yeah. And when I called her, she was like, "Hi, Kyle." So she has my phone number saved. She
Yeah, she's probably like, this little youngin's recording the conversation 100%. Like, she's covering her tracks right now. 100%.
Yes. I know. Sometimes I wish I could just blast the drama, but I really can't because I'm like, oh my God. I don't know if they even know how to like turn on a podcast, but I don't know.
They definitely don't listen to podcasts.
Exactly. When do you decorate for Christmas?
Okay, so this is my thing. For Christmas, I always like to wait until after Remembrance Day. So for you, Veterans Day, to get my tree up. And normally I just put it up on the 12th. But this year, as a joke, kind of, to the kids, because I was gone for so long, like all of fall, so I didn't get to do any of like the fall stuff. When they woke up on November 1st, like day after Halloween, I had 2 Christmas blankets and like Christmas pillows. Like we had like a Santa pillow on the couch and stuff like that. So when they came down, it was just like, they're like, choo-choo, like what already? I was like taking down all the Halloween decor. Well, like right as they're getting ready for bed on Halloween, like I knew what I was doing, but I like to maximize it. Like I am okay with people that put it up on November 1st. I am okay with that. I want to maximize the holiday. But I've also shot myself in the foot because Aiden's birthday is on the 17th. And one time I offered him, I was like, do you want to wait until after your birthday and then we can put up Christmas? And of course, he said yes. So now we kind of wait till after Aiden's birthday. But we're putting everything up this Tuesday. So we're late because I did say that even though it's your birthday, we're still putting up Christmas. We weren't doing a party at his house or at our house. But I was like, we're doing Christmas early this year, but we haven't.
Yeah. See, because I didn't know, because see, American Thanksgiving is on Thursday this week. And the biggest thing is like everyone typically decorates the day after Thanksgiving.
This is what I feel bad for because, like, just from a holiday aesthetics point of view, like for us, it goes Thanksgiving. So it goes like fall. You have like some fall decor. Then it goes into like Thanksgiving. And then right after, you can like totally switch it to Halloween fully, or you can do like all three at once. And then it's Christmas. But with you guys, it's like fall, Halloween, and then it's like Thanksgiving, which is still very fall decor, and then Halloween. So if you follow that, then you have to wait, or then you're having like Christmas decorations when you're having Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because here it's like you have a month between Thanksgiving and Halloween, and then you have a month between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
Yeah, but you know how I am. I decorate for Christmas all year long. I
Girls got a tree up. It never comes down.
I ain't put that's my bundle of joy. I'm not putting that away in the closet. Like during the pandemic, like there was one day where I just like snapped and I just started watching Christmas decorating videos, and I was just like, I'm putting up my Christmas tree. And it was like May. And my roommate's like, what is going on? Because I wasn't working and he was still working. And I like literally decorated for Christmas in May because I was just like, I need some fucking joy.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not putting my bundle of joy in the closet for the rest of the year.
No.
It's going to keep out, and I'll flip those lights on and just feel it whenever I need to.
And you know what, though? I've seen the decorations that are on your tree, and they're really cute. Like, you have some cute decor. Some people have, like, really just, like, kitschy, tacky stuff, and it works. But then there's the kitschy, tacky stuff that's just ugly. And I feel like yours is just very, like, classy and traditional and very, like, cultured or something.
Yeah.
It looks like you've gotten some of your decor from, like, Paris or, like, I don't know,
it's all
Germany.
It's all from Michael's.
Yeah.
I do have a few Michael's and Target. I do have a few things that I have gotten from traveling, because I used to, like in my 20s, I traveled a lot. And so I collected a few things, but for the most part, it's all just like stuff like that. But I just am it's my biggest passion in life is Christmas decorating. And ever since I was a little kid, like I was like, this should have been the red flag that I was trans from like the time I was a freaking toddler. Because I was like, I need to decorate for Christmas. And I would decorate my neighbors' houses for Christmas. I would decorate my parents' house for Christmas. I would, just go to my grandmother's house. My grandmother lived in this huge Victorian house, and she had this massive Christmas tree. And it was just magical to me as a little kid. And I've just been obsessed with it forever. And I wish I had more time. And it's one of those things where I feel like I could professionally do it. Like, I'm very delusional when it comes to my Christmas decorating skills. And I think that I'm better than other people too. Like, I will admit it. Like, I feel like I see other people's Christmas trees and I'm like, embarrassing. I'm like,
take that down.
You didn't layer. You didn't put layers of ornaments and stuff. You got to start from the inside out. You can't just put the decorations and the lights on the outside. It has to be inside and outside. And there's a whole way of doing it.
See, this is where it's just like, our differences really come out. Oh, I hate decorating Christmas trees. That is the one thing that like I don't care to do it. My joy, especially with like the boys. So we have 2 Christmas trees. We used to just have one, but then my mother-in-law, she made fun of our tree and told us that we had a Charlie Brown Christmas tree because it was very like sparse, like it wasn't like a full tree. So she got us a new tree and a whole like plethora of decorations for it. So we have 2 trees now. Now my joy is sitting back and putting the hooks on the ornaments and watching where Michael and the boys decide to put the decorations on the tree. I just think it's so fun just to watch their thought process, see what they're doing, and I never correct it. However the tree turns out is how the tree turns out. Now, you bet all of the other decor around the house, even though like my decor for Christmas is very kid oriented. Sometimes it's like so tacky and it's just outrageous. But you know what? Like I let them choose sort of with guidance where things go. So I'll be like, this is the garland, it goes on the stairs. So you can put it on or you can decide what goes on it. So with guidance, I kind of let them go and do things, but I'm not as anal as you with that stuff.
I will say this, like, don't get me wrong. I love a Christmas tree that looks like a designer Christmas tree that's like on another level of like perfection. But to me, a Christmas tree is like a family tree. And I think that, there's a place for this gorgeous, like perfect tree. But I also think that like it's really important. And I think it's just part like I don't know tradition to have that family tree of like the ugly ornaments that like a 5-year-old made that's like your nephew or like your
Yeah.
child or something like. And I love sometimes a like tree that has lots of colors on it and lots of handmade ornaments and all that. Like I to me that's Christmas, and to me that can be more chic than say like this perfectly white like Christmas tree with like white ornaments and like the whole thing.
Yeah. Like my Christmas tree that's in like our family room, which is like I call it like the adult tree, is very like department story. I'm trying to give it a little bit more character this year. But the one where we have like Christmas morning, like our family tree, like our Charlie Brown tree, is just like it lights up blue and green. It's just like so mix and match. Half the branches aren't spread out because the boys can't. Like it's the cutest tree. It's my favorite. But
Yeah,
I
that's
love Christmas decor.
yeah, growing up, my parents got this like department store Christmas tree when they got married, and it was like this really high quality tree and was amazing. And we had that like almost my entire childhood. But this one year, my dad's mother, my grandmother, who, like I said, had like the very magical Christmas house, like the old Victorian, it would be this hugely tall tree with like sometimes it'd be like bulbs would be like almost a foot round, like they were huge.
Oh my
Yeah, this tree was so tall. It was just amazing in this old house. It was just beautiful. But every single room had a different tree and had a different theme.
God, I love that.
And so in this one like sitting room where my grandmother would sit a lot, she had a white Christmas tree with red bulbs and Coca-Cola bulbs.
Stop it.
Yes. So when my grandmother passed, my dad got that tree as like passed down. So we're like, okay, we got to put this tree up for him. So we put this up and it's in the front window. But mind you, the lights are red. And so everyone's like going by, the neighbors are like, it looks like a goddamn whorehouse down there. It was like Amsterdam red light district.
Oh my God. I love it. Little Roxanne.
Do you guys do Black Friday shopping?
Yeah, we do. It used to be a lot bigger, but now, like here, a lot of it's mostly online.
Okay, yeah. Because I didn't know, because that's the thing with the US is like Black Friday's the day after Thanksgiving. So it's like you stay up all night and like go out at 3 a.m. and stuff.
Yeah, it's so funny because like Canadians will definitely pitch that ride. We're like, it's our Black Friday too. So it used to be like total complete mayhem. Like you couldn't go into the malls, especially when we had Sears. Sears is like a huge what's like a huge department store here. You couldn't go into Sears. You couldn't go anywhere. There would be fights, security. Like it's awful. Have you seen any of the Black Friday videos from the 90s online?
I was in the fights. I was there.
Ah,
Yes,
were you?
I used to go out with my mom every Black Friday at like 3 in the morning, and I was like her bodyguard. And I'm telling you, we would like bust through doors and sprint through departments. Like, hey, I remember one time we were trying to get like some sort of like game console for my little sisters, and me and my mom are sprinting through Kmart to get and like literally pushing people out of the way to get to the very front to get the item. And we did so many things like that. I remember I wasn't there this year, but my grandmother was with my cousin and they were at I think maybe a Walmart or somewhere, I can't remember. And it was the time of like the Razor scooters. Do you remember those when they first came
Okay.
out? And so my grandmother was trying to get those, and then everyone's crowding and like fighting in, and this woman who's pregnant screams, "My water broke!" And everyone's like, "Oh my god!" And they go to help her. She snatches a Razor scooter and runs.
Savage.
Yeah. And I've been in Kmart, Walmart when they're like throwing DVD players in the air, and you're just like trying to catch them.
Isn't it so funny? Like, it's just like People are so just dumb. Like, what? To save a couple bucks, we're all going to risk each other's lives. We're all going to let all dignity out the window
All
just
dignity.
to save a couple bucks.
Oh,
All
hell yeah.
dignity gone. But you need that Cabbage Patch doll,
Oh,
you know?
100%. Yes. I say bring violence back to Black Friday.
Let's switch it up. Get offline and go in store.
Yes,
Have some fun.
exactly. I think it builds character.
And that's just like when the new Stanley Cups come out.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
seen the videos of all like those like Stanley Cup girlies fighting, literally fighting over like a pink Stanley Cup?
Girl, that's too
Could you
much.
imagine? It's too much. It's like it's a cup. I don't understand.
I know. You know what? I purposely am on protest and do not have one of those. I use just like a standard water bottle and I just refill it with filtered water. Like I'm gonna make like a plastic water bottle that you would buy at the store. And so I've been holding on, but I was at Dollar Tree and they had these like tumblers like that for like there was knockoff ones for like $5 and I almost got one.
Yeah, but like you, people who have Stanley will never use it. They'd rather pay the $45 for a cup because it says Stanley on it. I mean,
Exactly.
well, you can get the exact same thing at the dollar store. It's so ridiculous. I can't.
And talking about Stanley Cups, okay, this reminds me of something. I think we want to talk a little bit about how to not tell your family to fuck off over the holidays.
I love all the steps from Stanley Cups.
There's a reason. There's a reason. The reason
Listen,
is because listen, you can just pour a little wine in that Stanley Cup and nobody knows.
there you go.
She got her
There you go.
she got her go-go juice and she don't care.
But I'll tell you right now, you know who does know?
Who?
The young ones,
They know?
the little ones, the teenagers know.
Yeah, because your energy
The,
changes.
yes, the teenagers know. The other adults don't let on because they're secretly doing it as well, probably. But like the teenagers and the preteens, they know.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
judging you. They know.
Yeah.
My God, I know it gets so dramatic sometimes around the holidays. And here's the thing, is like everybody talks about that. They're like stressing out, especially for Thanksgiving, for all the drama, for all of this. So we have a little guide. Should we call it a guide?
We'll call it our guide. Yes,
Yeah,
the
we'll call it
guide.
our holiday guidebook.
The holiday guide to not tell your family to fuck off.
Yes.
Or shut up, I
So
guess.
you're gonna start that guide. Let's go. Let's see what you
Well,
got.
one was secretly get a little bit intoxicated on some red wine out of your tumbler or your Stanley Cup.
There you go.
Yeah.
All hair out the window.
Yeah.
Just get wasted.
But also, you know what I think the thing is just like let the holiday spirit get inside of you. And that sounds bad too.
Oh
And
my
just,
God. Are you going back to ghost sex? Like, is this a thing again?
no, don't put that in my head. Don't put that in my head. Um, go have sex with your dad. Terrible. That's my holiday plans.
It's your holiday plan.
Oh my God, I forget what I was even saying. But no, I think just go in with the holiday spirit and just know that this is just one day out of the year. Oh, and I think getting together with family, just like sometimes you just gotta let things go. I like just being trans, there's certain family members that won't even look at me, like they're disgusted by me. And I'm just like, "Oh, I'm gonna
But you
judge
know
you."
what, though? I think that there's times where it's just like very specific things come up. Like one thing that I've had a lot of conversations about is like feeling uncomfortable about your body around the holiday because from like Halloween until New Year's, there's so much food being put out everywhere. Everyone's baking, sharing treats. We all know how the holidays work.
Yeah.
And there's always like this guilt. So even if like you're in a good place and you're feeling really good and you're like, I'm going to eat whatever I want, there's always some aunt at the function that is like, ooh, I'm being so bad because she's eating like a little piece of chocolate. And then she's going to talk about how bloated she is and how uncomfortable she is. And she's going to talk so bad about herself that it's going to start to sort of be pushed on other people. Do you know what I mean? And we don't want that. So we need to just like avoid those conversations. So if there's somebody around you at the holidays that is making these comments and you is like clearly not in a good place with their own body, do not let that reflect on how you should be feeling about yourself. Like you can walk away from those conversations. You can simply say, I'm enjoying myself during the holiday. I'm not caring about this stuff right now. Like, it's okay to really just put where you're at out there. So or I'm just saying she, because that's just like my own experience.
Mm-hmm.
But also whatever. And, you know, you can just say like, look, like I'm enjoying myself. So whatever, I'm eating whatever I want. They might naturally just change their own narrative and kind of just get in their head about it and leave you alone. Who knows? But there are different things that you can do. Like make sure that if, someone is talking about something or somebody's asking you something that really making you uncomfortable, you can just like pretend to dodge the conversation, pretend to answer your phone, act like somebody's calling you in the other room. Like you do not have to have these conversations, or you can just simply say like, you know what, I'm really just not talking about this. Let's talk about something else. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's okay to be direct as well.
Yeah, I feel like me and my family members have gotten better about that, but I used to be that person. I used to be very guilty about it. And within my family, I think a lot of us struggle with, and not saying like heavy, but I just mean like that the acceptance of it all. And so it's just like such a common conversation of like, oh, I shouldn't be having this, or oh, I'm not gonna be able to eat for the next few days, or it's just gonna be lettuce for days on now. And it's literally like it's so normalized in the way that we all kind of go there. And I used to be that person that was really bad about it. And for me, when I had graduated high school, I was like 320 pounds and I'm only 5'6.5" and 5'7". And so I lost all of that weight. And so it used to be this thing where I felt like a little bit of a pariah because one, I was so strict about what I ate and everything, but I would make people bring up that conversation because
Mhm.
they thought that I was always like perfectly healthy or perfectly didn't eat much or whatever to keep it off. And so I always felt like I would do that. But then also I would talk about it all the time. It was like the only thing I knew how to talk about. And it was so normal. But I think, especially even being friends with you and the way that you have always preached about body acceptance and all that kind of stuff like that, I have gotten so much better about that. And I think my entire family has gotten better about it too.
It's good. I mean, because like that's the thing is that it's like now kind of being in the place where I'm at, especially around the holidays, like, yeah, I still make healthy choices. I just naturally kind of watch what I eat for like a healthy standpoint, but like I indulge all the time. And I just think that since I really worked on my relationship with my body and food and all of that, I can see that when people are saying this, like, when they're having such a hard time, for me, I almost just feel a little bit bad for them because I know what it's like to be in that position where it's like it's the holidays and I'm having chocolate and now in my head I'm trying to work out in my head what do I have to do in order to lose all the chocolate that I've just eaten, especially when I had an eating disorder. It's like, how am I going to escape this family right now so I can just go purge up everything I just ate? Do you know what I mean? So it's like having that headspace versus the headspace where I'm at now does really make me sort of feel bad for, the people that aren't able to enjoy without that guilt. And if they are trying to kind of, not in a way that they're purposely, if it's trying to project on you, or sorry, starting to project on you, you just have to know that like that's their journey. Like that's where they're at right now. It has nothing to do with you. So if they are making comments directly to you about you, you just need to be like, I'm good over here.
Yeah,
I'm good.
exactly. Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, do not let anybody make you feel like shit for enjoying. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
everybody's on their own journey, but if they're directly going to say something, you don't take that. We're not taking that this year.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I literally have not spent Thanksgiving with my family since 2009, I believe. So I
Oh,
don't get that
wow.
as much, but like with Christmas, I typically will go home for Christmas. And my mom's family, they have started a new tradition of like wearing Christmas pajamas sometimes, which sometimes I just want
Nice.
to wear a cute outfit to Christmas. But the thing with the Christmas pajamas is elastic. You got that elastic
Everyone's
wig.
comfortable.
Everyone's comfortable. And just eat that extra biscuit.
Yes, you got the room for it. You
Yes.
got the room.
You got the
So
room.
people know we host Christmas now, and people know like there is no bad talk about bodies in this house. Like we are not like we are indulging, we're enjoying, be comfortable.
And
But then I also,
you got hot
sorry,
fresh
go ahead.
chef cooked meals.
Yes, like Michael literally, he makes all of our Christmas dinners. Like it's so nice. We have it down to a science. It's like so easy. And honestly, like I used to really envision myself being the hostess with the mostest with like the most like beautiful tableware and all of this, and I've had it before, but now like Christmas morning, I'm usually up at like between 5:30, sometimes 4:30 in the morning. And it is just nonstop. And then we have to host this huge meal. I don't care. I use a lot of just like, and it sounds tacky, but so we rent tables and chairs, and then I get like a nice tablecloth and a nice centerpiece, but you bet your ass I'm using paper plates and I use the paper utensils. So at the end, most times I can just scoop it all up and like dump it in, throw it out, wash the thing. Like I'm going for practicality now. I don't care. I don't want to spend my whole Christmas cleaning and doing dishes and all that. Like I just want to enjoy my family.
Yeah, I get that with paper plates. I have a fantasy in my head that I'm gonna have this like big house. You've seen the blueprints of the house on my phone that I have, and
Why
it's
does it? Yeah.
quite a large dining room. You know, quite
Yeah.
big. And then I have a separate like china room, like just to put because I want to collect dishware, like all sorts
Uh,
of different dishware. And so in my head, in the future, I'm gonna host it in my large house, and I'm gonna have this entire room filled with different china, so I can put out the Christmas plates.
oh, I know. See, and it's like, it's nice. And like, I want that. But then I'm just like, I'm tired. I
Yeah.
am so tired. And my family's pretty casual. I think like for not my family, like I think I'm gonna host like a dinner party for Christmas for my friends, and then I'll bring out kind of like all the nicer stuff because it's not day of Christmas.
Yeah, and I think that that's kind of a little more like adult Christmas and I just think having little kids for Christmas is like the funnest part of the holiday. And I know with my family, like I have a big family, and when all of us, my sisters are 9 years younger than I am, so we really got to stretch out that Christmas. But then once
Yes,
they were adults, it was just like a phase where it was just kind of like boring, you know?
it's
Not that,
boring.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. We drank a lot of wine and a lot of we had a lot of fun because it was just all adults. But now it is just a sea of little kids. You know, I have 7 nieces and nephews. I have a 4-year-old brother. Like you can't even put up a good Christmas tree because the tree's going to get climbed. Like the kids are climbing the tree.
Exactly. For me, that's what it's about. Like we like to play this game. So we play the white elephant game, but we do it just because, the holidays are so expensive. So we do the dollar store edition, right? So
Hmm.
here we have the Dollar Tree. We also have Dollarama. And Dollarama is huge. You can literally get anything you need. But it's fun because it's a game that you can play. We'll pick things for the adults and then we'll pick things for the kids too. So, like, some people will get candy, or sometimes we do a theme and you kind of have to play within that theme. But it's just so much fun because it is a kids' holiday. You know what I mean? So, like, most people will get something funny for the kids or that the kids will find funny. Because you're right, like, when it's not kid oriented, it's not as fun.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not. It's not. And then you get a little bit older and you're like, I can't even drink like that anymore.
Right? I know. It's like, no, this is really not fun. But you know what, though? Like, here's the thing is that sometimes our family are assholes. Like, our family members can be assholes. Like, and I'm not saying this about my family. Like, we've been pretty good. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I'm going to give kind of the opposite end that, like, if your family is just like driving you nuts and if you just like want to shake it up, you can also be the toxic one. And this is just because I'm toxic. So I have a guide of like how just to like stir the pot if you need to. If you need
Hmm.
to. Like if your family is just like, if they're just making you feel like absolute shit, here are a couple things that you can do to take the heat off of you
Yes.
and put it on everybody else.
Oh, go for it.
Here's the way to be the holiday asshole. So one, call someone's partner that someone's ex's name. Example.
I've done that. I did it a
There
few
you
years
go.
ago. Hmm.
There you go.
On accident, but I
So,
did it.
see, like it does happen accidentally. It
They
does.
looked
I've
alike.
done it. Like you can do it on purpose just to stir the pot.
Yeah.
Like if my brother's pissing me off and he says something downright rude to me, I can ruin their whole night. I'm gonna call his new girlfriend by his ex-girlfriend's name. Night ruined for them,
Oh my God.
right?
Yeah.
You can seek your own holiday revenge. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, let's do something where let's say you're not supposed to know a piece of information, right?
Hmm.
But your sister tells you this very, very juicy piece of gossip, right?
Yes.
And all of a sudden, your sister is just like so rude to you, puts you down, does whatever. You can accidentally spill this fact that you are not supposed to know at the table, and then put on a uh-oh, and then look directly to the person who gave you that information. Her night will be ruined. Because now she's going to live in fear because she knows she messed up.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
We could play a game called Everybody Pull Up Your Recent Search History online. So let's say someone's just really ticking you off and you know a little something, or you know that maybe like there's something going on. You can play the game Let's Share Search History, because you know some people are going to be into that because they're going to want to show off like things that they're looking at. And then there's going to be the people that don't want to play. And then you can just call it out and be like, hey, how come you're not playing?
Yeah.
That person's wife is going to be like, why are you bringing up your search history? Right? There are things that you can do to be the holiday asshole if you need to.
I love it. She's like, fuck with me and I'm going to ruin this dinner.
I'm going to ruin this whole entire dinner. Right? You're going to bring up someone. You're going to bring up like someone's divorce while their new wife is there.
My God.
You're going to do the most.
Yes.
We're going to do the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think that there's different things that you can do. I don't know. Am I toxic? Like, am I?
You know what, Kris? You are sounding quite toxic. Because I don't know about you, but like, I don't do these things that you do. I'm just joking.
I'm like, bitch, don't sell me out here to be the only asshole of the group.
I would never.
Never.
No, I have.
Never.
I have set ablaze a few things. There's been a few incidents in the last few years where I've just set everything on fire.
You have to sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't pull out these. I wouldn't do these.
Yeah.
Unless people are just really, really being rude.
Yeah.
Really, really being rude.
Yeah. Luckily, me and my sisters are like 2 peas in a pod, 3 peas in a pod. Like, we're really, we can make each other laugh and crack up like no one else. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But so I don't have a lot of that kind of stuff like that, but that's some great advice. Because sometimes you gotta like fight fire with fire.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And when you know someone's looking up stuff that they shouldn't be looking up, or you saw them on Tinder and they're not supposed to be on Tinder or something, like you can do search history. You can do all of these things and just get people called out.
And I'm sorry, everyone's gonna love the drama. Like, everyone's gonna be like, but everyone's gonna love the goss.
And only the guilty people or the weirdos aren't gonna pull up their search history. So that's the best game to play. I'm telling you. Who has the most outrageous search history? People are going to be like frantic if they're guilty of something.
Mm-hmm. Pull it up. Let's see it.
Pull it up.
It's like when Real Housewives, when they're like, we're going to play a game. And then all of a sudden it's like a game that like tears someone down. Like, it's just like the most toxic game you've ever heard of. And they're like, name something you really like about this person and that you hate about this person. And then it'll just be like, the compliment will be the most backhanded compliment. And then like the dislike is just going to like stab through the heart.
Oh my God. Or you could just like give somebody a nickname like, oh yeah, don't they call you like Outspoken Susan for a reason? And then like look up another person and be like, isn't that the name you gave her? Or like whatever, you know what I mean? Like just some like random thing, like just create these nicknames. God, my brain is still going. Like I could do a part 2 on how to be toxic.
Well, I mean, this is only like American Thanksgiving, so we can get back to this right before Christmas.
We're gonna circle back to this.
We're gonna circle back. Yeah, we're gonna circle back.
What's your weekly highlight?
Okay, so my highlights is I finally am back to the meal prep. She got all the containers and she got like ground turkey, rice, beans, broccoli, cauliflower. And then I've been making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch with an apple. And then I pre-made egg sandwiches too for breakfast.
Nice.
Yes, with like all whole wheat, like Ezekiel bread. So like she's like eating this like because I'm kind of trying to follow this, I hate to use the word diet, but I'm trying to follow this diet. They call it a diet, but it's called the mind diet. And so it's supposed to help your cognitive function. So I'm not really thinking about like weight loss. Obviously, it's really healthy, but I'm thinking about cognitive function and warding off the Alzheimer's.
Nice.
Yeah.
So does it fill with like a lot of omegas and stuff?
Yeah, and but they're really strict on the like a lot of whole grains, omegas. They're like add in fish like at least twice a week. Poultry, but not red meat. You can occasionally, but they shouldn't. And with this, just like fruits and vegetables, no artificial sugar or stuff like that. It's really simple. And it's just like scientists that study Alzheimer's and cognitive function have created this. They call it a diet, but it's more of like a eating lifestyle, I should say.
Nice. I find it so easy when you're like, I've been doing a lot of meal prep especially for breakfast, because I found that I was getting a lot of these breakfast sandwiches all the time, and I almost felt guilty like letting the boys eat them just because like I know they're not bad or anything, but I'm like, I just want to have them eat something that's a little bit more like homemade. So I've been making on Mondays, I usually do my meal prep, and I've been making a lot of breakfast sandwiches, and they've been a game changer. I've been making my own turkey patties and then using eggs, and I mix in some cheese, and they love them. But then you can add in, like I have like almost like a little, almost like a salad bar where it's like they can add in spinach after it's been heated, or they can put on like a pesto or things like that. So you can kind of build it a little bit more once it's been reheated. But I love doing meal prep. I think it's just so easy and good to go, except for when like it doesn't get eaten, and I'm just like, fuck this family.
Yeah.
I get so mad.
And it's nice to just like not have to worry about cooking and just have that like hot fresh meal ready.
Hot meals.
Hot meals.
Hot fresh meals.
But my breakfast sandwich, my breakfast sandwiches, I did like pesto with cheese and like egg on like the Ezekiel bread. But listen, it's okay, but it ain't amazing. I think the type of cheese that I got wasn't the best, and I'm not a big fan of it. And the pesto, it just needs because the Ezekiel bread's not the best tasting, but it is whole grain and good. So I think, I just said, I'm going to screw that. I'm getting some mayonnaise and some like cheddar slices.
You got to.
Just old school. And of course, it tastes better if you cut it in a triangle.
Oh, yes.
Triangle sandwiches
are
better.
Yeah, just use the McMuffin. They are. They are.
Yeah.
And it feels like you're eating nothing.
Yeah.
I could eat like 8 triangle sandwiches and be like, I didn't eat a thing. Those don't count. Those are like snack bites.
Snack bites.
Yeah. Okay. Funeral food.
So... my low life. You're cracking me up. Stop.
Everybody loves funeral food. Everyone loves the funeral reception food. The finger sandwiches that are triangle, the little pickles, like we all love it. It's okay.
My family doesn't have food at funerals. That we're not snacking down on sandwiches. They were a dead body.
Hey, I don't eat it because of that. Thank you. My family thinks I'm weird because anytime we go to a funeral, and like, whatever, in our family, we've been like the hosts of funerals because like we lost like so many people on like my immediate family side.
Same.
Knock on wood, but like my family always makes fun of me. They're like, Chrissy, like they're not touching the dead bodies and then making the food. I'm like, ew, I cannot like be at a funeral and like then just go downstairs in the church or like in the reception room at the funeral hall and just like eat. Like it can't. It's just it's so gross. But I do like the food when it's at baby showers. Maybe I should call it baby shower food.
That's good. That is good. But I just picture at the funeral home, you're like, so and so got crumbs on grandma.
No, just like ew. No, I know. I can't.
We go get.
I can't
pizza.
Breathe in the air.
We go get pizza after.
Nice.
We go get pizza and talk shit about the person who died.
Amazing. As you should.
No, but okay, so my low light is that this morning my living room's flooding. We had the first rain in a long time, and since the last rain season, we had got new windows. They replaced the roof, and I've lived in this apartment forever, and it's all leaks every year. And they were like, "We have it fixed. Like it's going to be like perfect now after so long of fighting for to get it fixed. This new window is leaking worse than the old window.
No, God.
Yeah, so I woke up this morning to go get like an energy drink to have my energy up high for the episode. And I come back in the house and I just see water all over the living room. And I'm like, oh my God. So I was like running around trying to like stop it. And I'm just waiting for my roommate to wake. He probably woke up and saw the towels everywhere and just cried. He probably was just like, oh my God.
Like, here we go again.
Yes. So it's
No.
just frustrating. Like, I'm like, LA is not built for the rain whatsoever.
That's so annoying. When are they going to fix it?
Probably never. At this point, I'm like, I think it's just unfixable. I'm like, I don't even know what's happening.
Shit. Oh my God. Well, hopefully it can get sorted.
Yeah. What's your highlights, lowlights?
Okay, my highlight is I had a great photo shoot. I shot at location in Edmonton. No, not Edmonton. Where was I? No, in Etobicoke. Where was I?
They
I
filmed
don't
a lot.
remember where I went.
What is that? It's like right above. It's not Saskatchewan or whatever. It's oh my God.
Manitoba. I was in Manitoba.
But what's that city? Because they film stuff
I
there all the time.
know.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Why am I?
It's over there. It's like above Montana or something.
It's ridiculous. Why can I not remember?
No,
My
it's
brain is just like not okay right now. Honestly, my brain is not okay. It has been a week, but I was shooting there. Windsor. No.
no Windsor. It
Winnipeg.
starts
I was in
Winnipeg. I know it started with a
Winnipeg.
W. I was like, she's such a jet
Yeah.
setter. She don't even remember the city she was in.
Yeah, this is my flex right now. I'm just like, I don't remember where I was, but it was in Winnipeg,
Yes.
Manitoba. I've never been to Manitoba, and it was just like so nice though. It was a new client. It was just one of those crews that is just everyone's so friendly and laid back. So I was there for 3 days doing a campaign, and it was so nice. And like we got to shoot at this really cool farm, but it was freezing and we were outside, but there were all these cats around the farm. And honestly, I was like, these cats have seen some shit. Like I could just see in their eyes, like the way they were all just like kind of lurky. And then there was probably like 20 of them. And then you'd walk by and some of them would just like stop and like twist their heads and look at you and just watch you. The weirdest cats. But anyways, it was a great shoot. I had so much fun. And then my low light was I got home at midnight, and then the next day I had to go to a meeting, and then for Zest, our catering. And then as soon as I got back, that's when everything went down with Charlie. So it's just been like a mayhem. And then yesterday, this is not a low light, but we had Aiden's birthday party. So it was like dealing with like 7 kids and all of this, and trying to figure it out. And it's just been, life has just been throwing it. As soon as I got home from my like beautiful shoot, they were like, here you go. But I'm actually going to throw something at you right now.
We'll go for it.
And I'm probably going to get in trouble because we did not plan for this.
Go for it.
So I have a round of creepy or cute Thanksgiving edition.
Okay.
I thought it would just be fun, and I thought it would throw you off.
You're just going to come for me.
I'm coming for you.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
Creepy or cute cranberry sauce.
Creepy. I don't think I've ever
Why?
tried
Because
it,
comes
but
out like that blob.
I don't, just texture alone. I don't think I've ever tried it. Not into it.
Okay, so I asked you that because I knew you were going to say something about the texture. Because it comes out in like that big glob. Very globby. But you know what? I don't mind it. I hated it when I was a kid, but it's cute now.
Yeah.
If you're cute, white meat.
Creepy. I like the dark meat.
Yeah. That was my next one. Creepy or cute, dark meat.
Yeah. I mean, I think creepy is a little aggressive for the white meat, but it's like not as good as the dark meat.
I need the dark meat.
Give me that leg.
Creepy or cute, stuffing.
Cute. I love a good stuffing.
Best thing. Best thing. And you know what Michael does? He makes me a gluten-free stuffing.
No way.
Yeah. It's my favorite thing at holidays, and I can never eat it anywhere.
Well, I'm sure that's creepy.
Okay.
With the gluten-free. I love it with dried cranberries in it too.
So good.
Yeah.
Michael put sage in his, which I didn't like at first, but I'm like, Actually, this is sage or rosemary, one of them.
Probably I've had that before. I
But
kind
it's
of like it.
yeah, it's good. Okay. Creeper cute. Amber, you guys have this salad. I've never had it, but it's popular. It's the Amber Rosa salad. Am I saying it right?
Creepy. Beyond
Am-
creepy. Disgusting.
Ew. Doesn't it have like marshmallows and like milk and like
I don't know.
what is it?
I don't know, but that's from the devil. Gargoyles, and that is Damon.
That's the devil's salad.
That's the devil salad.
Okay, creepy or cute drunk uncles.
Cute. I love that.
Mixes it up.
Yeah, I go hang out with the drunk uncles.
They're fun. They can be fun.
Yeah.
Creepy or cute fighting ants.
Cute.
So cute. I love
Love a
fight.
sassy ant. Love a sassy ant.
Right?
Yes.
But okay, creepy or cute table crackers. Like those things like you snap and then you open it up and the crown's in and you get the toy.
I have no clue what you're talking about, so I'm gonna say creepy.
Oh my god. Okay. They're the table crackers and they look like a little toy cracker thing.
I don't
And
know.
you pull it and it makes like a snapping sound and then you open it up and there's like a crown and a toy. Like they're like little dinky toys and then it has like a good fortune in it.
No clue what you're talking about.
Oh my god, but is this a Canadian thing?
This must be a Canadian thing. I don't know, because I don't know a lot of things. She grew up in
Okay, fine.
Holler.
Okay, fine.
I'm exaggerating.
Okay. Creepy or cute, finding hair in your food, even though it's family.
You know what? I'm a hairstylist. I've been doing hair since I was 14 years old. It's fine. I don't care. I wouldn't say it's cute, but I just pull it out. It's fine. I've ate so much hair.
Ugh. That's so creepy to me.
Yeah.
Even if it's my mom's hair, like my mom had like this like a long, like almost black hair, like
Yeah.
creepy or cute family photos.
I'm gonna say cute. They don't have to be posted though. Cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like when they're not posted because I never look good in the family photos.
And pre-wine, because I get red and start sweating.
My God, yeah, my teeth get so purple.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all
it?
I have for you.
Okay.
That's it. That's my little round of creepy or cute for you.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to surprise you one day with the creepy or cute.
Yes, you're gonna have to throw me off guard.
Yes.
I love creepy or cute.
Yes.
Oh my God, Charlie's up and walking around.
It's good.
He's like, "Are you done yet?" Yeah, he's like, "Are you done?" Yes, we're done now. I don't know if you guys can hear out. Hold on, maybe I can do an ASMR.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm bringing the mic to Charlie for a second. Let's see.
I don't hear him. I can't hear.
You can't hear him?
No, I can't hear him.
He was sniffing. Well, I think that's our little holiday guide for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Here we are, guys.
I went a little aggressive with the tips, but
I went toxic. Who cares? That's the best part. We're raw and honest over here.
yes. Yes. Well, this is quite a long episode, so
What are we at for time?
we're just like 2 minutes over an hour.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought we were below time. Okay,
Nope.
well, that's it, guys.
We were just having too much fun.
Bye.
Bye.